as a family?
Oh gosh, it would have been the July 4th weekend. We have watermelon plants in the ground right now over in Fort Myers, and so we wouldn't come to the 500 much, but July 4th weekend, gosh, I couldn't have been 10 years old, and we would camp outside of Turn 1 with some other family friends in our motorhomes. Before the campground out there was nice like it is now, it was a mud bog, and I had the time of my life over there.
Well, considering you did that as a young boy, you've won races in all the 3 series, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. How special was that Xfinity Series win here in 2019, your second win in the Xfinity Series?
It was incredible, Mr. McReynolds. It really was.
And the name's Larry.
Not to me, it's not. It was life-changing, and it's something I'll never forget. I had a lot of family here. I was fortunate enough to have all 4 of my grandparents here. They're going to be back here tomorrow for the duels, and I just am so blessed to have so much of my family involved and have supported me through my racing career, and to have a whole tag team of cousins and my dad and my brother run me that watermelon out on the front stretch. We have lots of cool pictures from Victory Lane and just memories that we'll never forget. And I never thought I would get to race at Daytona, let alone win.
When you tell people about 2022, how do you describe what happened last season?
I'm at more of a loss for words the farther we get into this season than I was last year. Sometimes it doesn't seem real almost when I watch races back, and as we've started to study for this year, it's hard to really grasp that I'm the guy driving the 1 car. I feel like it was our rival as a team with Trackhouse for Daniel and myself, but I feel like I have to work harder now than I did last year. I had the unknown of a new car. I had the unknown of a new team to lean on and kind of hide behind and have some confidence in that. But now I know we can do it. I know we've done it. And now to stay here and sustain this level of competition, I honestly feel more pressure internally to do the things I need to do off the track to be ready when we do get on track.
Well, and to the point that Adam made, outside of the win column, when you look at second place finishes, top 3s, top 5s, top 10s, you topped everybody. What have you and Phil Surgeon, what have you talked about this offseason that you have to be better? I know probably win more races and win this championship, but what do you feel like you have to improve on?
An easy one is short tracks, for sure. I think that you just zero in on those, and Martinsville, Richmond. We've got bits and pieces of the weekends figured out. We've got qualifying at Richmond, okay. We've got stage 1 down, and it was so repeatable spring to fall Richmond just to, fall off a cliff. We went from leading the entire stage 1 and winning it to fighting to stay on the lead lap later in the race. So I've watched my heroes struggle with that in the past. I remember hearing about comers and goers in years past and years ago, and I never fully understood it until Richmond, and it's been a humbling track. So there, Martinsville, even Bristol, New Hampshire, okay, but still there's work to be done there. Places where it takes all 3 things, the steering wheel and both pedals.
You said you were watching a lot of film from last year's races to improve and find out what you need to work on when it comes to slamming the watermelon. Do you watch tape of that and say, boy, I got to get a little better lift, more authority on the throwdown? What's your evaluation here?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm never going to throw it in the roof of the car like some people think I'm going to, for some reason, throw it on the car or something. That's not going to happen. Giving a piece to a little kid was really cool. He was very confused why I was handing him warm watermelon, but it's just so cool to see the reaction from the fans. Have something that makes me stand out. I'm so proud to have my family's history and what puts food on our table be something so easy to share with people, and I think that it's brings together good fellowship and brings people together that something as simple as a watermelon can do.
Confirming you do or don't salt the watermelon before you eat it. No salt.
All natural.
Okay.
Don't need nothing extra.
I don't put salt on French fries, but I put salt on the watermelon. I don't know. Hey, it just contributes to how weird I really am. Ross, it's great to see you. I never thought this interview would go here. It did. Good luck in the 500. And if you call him Mr. McReynolds, I think you probably call this next guy Mr. Johnson.